Just like a crucifix just right there denoting the death of our good friend whose name we can't speak.
Reach.
Rest
in peace.
Should we do an intro? Should we do an intro?
I mean, we might as well. We kind of have to, don't we?
Yeah.
They're not going to know who we are.
Welcome
Are you...
to the CCF podcast. My name is Ben. I'm the president.
Hi. Welcome to the CCF podcast. My name is Mike, and I'm the vice president.
I want to do that again. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I don't think that was good. I'm gonna.
I
do it
wasn't
again.
sure if you wanted me to do the next word, and then you do the one after that. I was really confused what was going on.
I was too, honestly. Hi, how's it going, guys? My name is Ben. I'm not a fucking YouTuber. Hold on. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna figure this out.
We can cut it out later, or we can start over whenever.
Yeah, probably. Hey, everybody. My name is Ben. I'm the president of the Comic Culture Forum.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm the vice president of the Comic Culture Forum.
All right, you just copied what I said, but whatever.
Why?
This
What
is
the fuck do you want?
This is the Comic Culture Forum podcast.
What happened last semester? We would literally just say the same three words as the former president, whose name can't be mentioned.
This is the CCF podcast, the first episode of season 2.
Season 2.
We're here.
Are you excited? I'm excited.
I'm kind of super thrilled.
You should be, and so should you, listeners. Get ready for a lot of this.
Yeah, it. I might leave a lot of that in, honestly. All right, so we're back here again. I mean, there you go. Yeah, talking over each other will not go down. That'll only increase.
Usually, we're pretty consistent with it.
Back. Yeah, talkback is pretty consistent. So, how are you doing, Mike? How was your first few weeks back at the good old FU?
It's been weird. It's been good, but those couple days where the snow tried to take over and destroy Fredonia kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? That's our first news story today. The snow tried to kill everybody.
It was Snowmageddon or the Winterocalypse, some have been known to say.
It was less the snow. I mean, the snow was a big problem. It was more the fact that it was literally negative 40 fucking degrees.
Right.
Oh yeah, we swear in this too. If you didn't,
8 feet of snow.
Yeah,
Also
there was also a lot of snow. That did not
bit.
help. That did not help.
And it really doesn't matter when I was still willing to drive through all of that nonsense to see Spider-Man.
We did. We saw. Okay. Oh, you know what? We should probably. I said, to myself before, during winter break, I was like, all right, I'm gonna write not schedules, but an itemized list of stuff we need to go through during podcasts. So it's less. So it's less all over the place and it's a little more organized. That didn't happen.
I mentioned that last semester and it still didn't happen, so I'm not surprised.
We can write it right now. We'll just okay. What are we gonna do? Okay, let's do news. Then we'll talk about Spider-Verse because this is the first time you've seen it on the podcast. First time. We talked about it a bit. We talked about it a bit at the last episode we recorded.
Right.
Me and but you had no idea what was happening.
And
so we're going to talk about it for real. And then after that, we'll talk about all the teasers. Because since the last time we recorded a podcast, a bunch of teasers and trailers for things have come out.
That is true.
For things that we enjoy. And we can talk about that a little bit.
Enjoy is a loose word, but yeah, absolutely.
All right. Actually, a trailer came out today that I don't know if you've seen.
I didn't.
And I don't know if you even are excited about it. But it just looks kind of dumb, and I love it.
Oh, fantastic. What is it? Wait, we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I'm going to save it.
Wait.
All right.
Save it. Table it. It's coming up.
All right.
Get ready, listeners.
Indeed. So, since the last time we've sat down for a podcast, a lot has happened
Quite a bit
in the world of comic books. I'm going to say a big thing is that Ben Affleck is no longer going to be playing Batman in the DC movies.
Okay, now here's how I feel about that, because that's what this is, a podcast of me talking.
It is.
Ben talking.
Yeah.
So
we share.
Exactly. That's how that works. So with Ben Affleck, I didn't think that he was a bad Batman. I feel like he looked good and sounded fine. It was just really bad writing made him not be a good Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like if he was given another chance, or, if he were to not have whoever wrote the other ones, he could do better.
Yeah, he had a bit... He didn't have a bit. He had his arc in Justice League about being, almost jealous of Superman. He was jealous that Superman, a kid who grew up on a farm, did more good than he, a $1 billion, billionaire,
mm-hmm.
$1 billion billionaire, ever did in his life. And there was a bit of that in Justice League, and I thought that was interesting. But and I agree with you. I liked his portrayal of Batman, but just it was surrounded by like an envelope of poop.
Especially because, like, it's so frequently changed. Because, like, in BVS, he's just murdering people and branding people to get murdered later. It's like, that's not Batman. He don't do that. Like, it's one of the core fundamental things is Batman does not murder people. And that is, like, it's not like something dumb, like, oh, he doesn't do it. There's a very good reason and a lot of years behind it. Like, you can't just throw it out the window for no apparent reason.
A lot of people say that it's a creative decision. And
well, it's a dumb one.
To a certain extent, I think it's an interesting creative decision. But you start to cross a line where it's no longer Batman. It's a guy wearing a bat costume killing people.
It's the Punisher.
Yeah, it's the Punisher who's a little cheesier.
Yeah.
Because he wears a bat costume with bat-themed devices attached to his
that's
hips.
silly.
Like,
granted, Batman is silly. Don't get me wrong.
Batman's a little silly sometimes.
But he doesn't kill people.
But if you make him kill people, it goes against the core tenets of the character. I would even suggest that, like, Thomas Wayne, in the beginning of that movie, going and trying to attack the guy who was robbing him, fundamentally changes that, like, moment.
Yeah.
Like, because now it's not, like, a mugger being an evil prick and shooting two innocent people.
Self-defense.
It's like it's this big muscly fucking what's his face like trying to punch this scared drug addict. Like it totally changes the context of his origin story. It's
like,
so
Thomas Wayne isn't a beefcake. He's literally just a rich dude with his family. It's not like I'm gonna defend myself. It's like, yo, fuck, dude, I'm sorry. Like, take the money, get out of here. Like, don't fucking murder me.
Yeah, but I will say, and I think you said this or rearticulated this earlier, that like Ben Affleck did a good job with that, and like he was a convincing enough Batman. His fight scene at like the end of BVS
was neat.
And that was kick-ass.
Oh, especially like the 2 minutes where he fought Superman and the movie centered around fighting Superman. Yeah.
No, I mean like when he's fighting the bad guys in the warehouse. Yeah. That's a fucking awesome scene.
Except for when he murders them. Yeah.
If you forget that it's Batman, it's so cool.
Yes.
But then it's like
if they didn't die, it would still be really cool.
Yeah.
Because like when he like grapples around like the beams that are holding up the building, like with the box, that's fucking sweet. Like that's insane. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
It's the parts where like you see Batman take a gun and shoot someone, and it's like, well, okay.
Or when he uses that same box to smack a dude into a brick wall and blood explodes out from the back of his head. Yeah, it's like, no. What? No.
Okay, you touched on the branding thing. In the Ultimate Edition, they do show the guy who got branded in prison, and then the prison guys come over and beat him up until he's dead.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Do you know why that kills? The way that's like criminals want to kill him, like when he gets branded.
No.
Like I don't get that.
Like I've heard the explanations on all kinds of YouTube sources, and boy, do they not make sense to me.
If you forget logic for a second, it's a cool idea that this bat brand is it's like the red letter of like the criminal underworld, and it's just a mark that, but it's like it doesn't make sense.
Just because I was branded does not mean I'm like in cahoots with him. Fuck, he threw me in prison.
Yeah.
I'm one of you guys. Yeah, I don't have a connection to him anymore. What is this?
It's so dumb.
Why are you hurting me, sirs? I've done nothing to deserve this.
Yeah. But so Ben Affleck's no longer playing Batman. Also, this is probably happening because I know he's had some trouble with like some addictive substances. I don't know which one specifically, so I don't want to throw any out because I don't know.
Right.
But apparently he wasn't doing too hot there for a second, and that probably contributed to the reason why he's not in the thing anymore.
That is possible, and again, I don't know, so I'm not going to assume. But hey,
it is.
I guess it could be an option.
Get well soon, Ben. That's like to future me.
Not about you, Ben Affleck. You're not involved. You're never going to hear this thing. I mean, if you do, hey, you get well too, bud, I guess.
But DC has said that they want to push for a younger Batman in the solo Batman movie coming out in 2021. Projected.
Right. So it's called The Batman. Is this still correct?
The director was like he was like, right now we're working with the Batman. Do not like quote me on that, basically. Okay. He said, being quoted on that.
Because I was going to say, does anybody remember the show labeled The Batman from like 2007?
Yeah.
That was a cool show.
I always forget that show existed.
And guess what it's about? It's about a younger Batman.
Yeah. Doesn't like he start to form the Justice League by the end of that?
Yeah.
Because like Superman shows up.
It's pretty neat, actually.
Also, the Joker is like a hobo in that one, kind of.
I kind of like him.
It's
a
I
neat
like
twist.
it. It's a weird, like really unique it's a unique version of that.
That was a
Joker.
good show.
Yeah, that was a cool show, man.
The animation was pretty smooth. The art style was different, and I liked it.
I also just remembered that movie where like he literally fights actual Dracula.
Oh, that one's cool as hell.
That one is so like
that one's awesome.
it's so much darker than like everything else.
Yeah,
in that
it's
show.
awesome.
It's really cool.
It's a great movie. It's it's of the same series, like animation and all that style wise.
Yeah. In that movie, doesn't he like he introduces him when he's like undercover, when Dracula is undercover, he calls himself Alucard.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
And it's just Dracula backwards.
Yeah.
It's like, very cool.
my favorite thing about that Batman. Random side note, I just thought of it because my phone went off. In in that show, there wasn't like a bat signal. It was literally his phone would go off and it would have like the symbol that was like, shit, I got a piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really neat. It was a cool modernish twist on like how Batman would get information. Because like say in the opening credit, or not the opening, in the opening theme, he was watching like a high school basketball game and his phone went off. If you're in a gym, I'm not sure if you're aware, there aren't very many windows, so I doubt you'd see a big spotlight.
Absolutely. But I would actually push back against that. I love the bat signal.
Oh no, I love it too. Don't get me
okay.
wrong.
I was gonna say I like it because there's something really like striking about the image of a city infested with crime, and the beacon goes up.
Yes,
and it's just this like, you guys are fucked. It's such a
you
cool.
know what you did. Get ready.
Literally, yeah.
I completely agree. It's a neat symbol. It's a great concept. I love it. It's just cool to see that he also has a backup plan in case he's not going to see it, which I know that's like a weird thing to have come up, but also it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So, the question of the day, the question of the hour. Well, it's one of them. I'm going to ask several questions, but
I would imagine so.
Who would you cast? You're now the head of casting for the whatever DC's calling their movie series now. Because they've changed it. Yeah, it's not DCEU anymore. It's
the
like
Aquaman
DC
Extended Universe.
Isn't it?
Because that one did so well.
$1 billion fucking. Oh my god.
I love that movie though. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't see it yet.
I would recommend it.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, actually. If you're looking for a good story, don't watch this.
All right, we'll talk about Aquaman in a second.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Who would you cast as young Bruce Wayne?
All right.
For the upcoming movie, The Batman, 2021.
Okay. Huh. What's his name? Shit. All right. You know the guy from Premium Rush?
No.
He also was in Dark Knight Rises. He became Robin in the end of Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Really?
Only because I don't know a lot of actors' names who are male.
That's
not true. I know a lot of them, but a lot of them are older gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like Armie Hammer is too tall and too old to be.
Armie Hammer is too old for you. Interesting. A lot of people are suggesting Armie Hammer.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I'd be down for it.
That'd be interesting. He was.
He just seems a bit too grizzled for a young Batman.
When they were
straight off the cave.
He's very grizzled for a young Batman. Yes. I agree. But he actually. Excuse me.
You're good. That's enough.
Okay, I'm done. Armie Hammer was actually cast to play Batman in the Justice League movie from 2006.
Okay.
And I think Richard Linklater was directing that one. And he was really getting into method shit to the
Armie
point
Hammer?
where Linklater.
Oh, okay.
He made all the people cast to do the different roles. This is an interesting story that I might think about saving for another podcast.
Okay.
Only because it's so intricate and detailed that it needs to be explained correctly. So let's table that because that's
Good
cool.
idea.
But Armie Hammer, I think would be neat. I'm trying to think of any other young guys.
Yeah, young is the thing that's blocking me right now. I just know Joseph Gordon-Levitt because that's a young lad, probably kind of.
Young lad. All the young actors I think of are too nerdy for that. Miles Teller couldn't do that.
No,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Absolutely, exactly.
Wow, Miles Teller couldn't. He could barely do Mr. Fantastic. I didn't see that movie actually. I don't know.
That was Fantastic?
Yeah, Fantastic.
I also saw that. I should not have. That's a whole story.
Oh yeah.
Boy, howdy, was that an event.
I've heard only terrible things.
Well, not only was the movie bad, the reason why I went and what happened after just wasn't great. So it's a fun story. But yeah.
Alden
whole thing.
Ehrenreich. He played young Han Solo in the movie
That's right.
Solo.
Yes, he did.
What about him?
His forehead is too wide and his chin is too narrow.
The bat like mask would look really weird on his
Yeah, because
face.
Batman's got a big square man chin. Alden Ehrenreich, you do good. Good job, bud. Again, now you're gonna hear this, but if you do, congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, good job.
I can't see him being, Batman.
Yeah,
I think I should do it.
Michael DeSantis.
Yes, sir.
As a possible.
I'm gonna hit the
Interesting.
gym more than I've already been. I'm gonna get real in shape.
Our first ginger Batman.
I'm not a ginger. My hair is brown with a red flecks throughout
With
it.
with a ginger tint, one might say.
I guess you could argue that. My hair's actually dirty blonde when I have it.
Is dirty blonde ginger?
No,
Well,
ginger is like a red.
all right.
Although unless you don't count the vegetation, it's kind of like a whitish, light pink.
I mean, yeah. All right.
But either way, if I get casted,
If you get casted.
clearly they can I'll shave and they'll dye my hair and give me hair implants or whatever.
our first bald Batman too.
Under the cowl, you don't see the hair. It's fine.
Are you just never gonna take the cowl off?
I mean, when they do,
Will they have a different person play Bruce Wayne?
It'll be like a forehead double.
like with what they did with Steve Rogers in First Avenger,
Yeah.
except it's just your forehead.
It's the top of my head. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They'll CG it Henry Cavill's mustache in Justice League.
No. it waves around underwater. It looks like it's underwater. Just how
Exactly.
badly it's
Now you're
animated.
getting it.
All right. Well, I'm okay with that.
Well, it's not a Bruce Wayne movie. It's a Batman movie. Who cares about that boring shit?
Well, let's just cast. Okay, Mike, you're cast.
Yeah,
Good.
Kick ass.
I'm
Thanks,
down.
Warner Brothers executive who is in this office right now.
Yeah. He's here.
I would say his name, but I don't know it.
We don't know enough for that joke.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right.
It didn't land. That's okay. Speaking of didn't land, Amelia Earhart's plane may have been found.
I thought you were going to do a news story.
That is a news story. They may have found her plane.
It's
How
not
cool
news
is that?
anymore. It's not. It's history now.
No, they may have found it yesterday.
It's news from the past, so it's not news anymore. News is news.
Isn't all news from the past?
Wait, no, hold on, wait. Did you just say they found Amelia Earhart?
Yeah, yesterday.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Potentially.
So they found a plane.
In where they think she may have crashed, they found a plane in that area. I read the article last night because I was super excited. 'Cause I was like, yo, hell yeah, Amelia Earhart, badass. Let's find some shit. I hope they get all the information because she's really cool. She's one of my personal heroes. And I was like, that's really neat. So I was in my office. One of my coworkers told me about it on a Snapchat story she found. That's dumb. So I looked it up, and the article seemed pretty legit. I don't obviously I don't know if they did find it quite yet. They just think they may have.
That is fascinating.
Thanks for almost ruining my joke, by the way, and getting all on tangent about me.
I thought you were just being a goober about it.
I took a
well-
segue of the master class, and you almost ruined it.
I kind of did ruin it because I thought you were doing a goof.
No, I was so
you
serious.
weren't.
I was very on.
Well, good for you, man.
Hell yeah.
Proud of you.
Anyway, sorry. I remember that, and I was
That's
really
okay.
excited.
I had a transition in mind, but the Amelia Earhart thing kind of fucked that up.
Right?
So that's okay.
It's okay. What did I tell you?
Well, in the light of Ben Affleck being decast, what would be that being booted?
Did he quit or did he get fired?
We don't know. He's not. In terms of not playing characters anymore.
Oh yeah.
One person is playing a character. A man by the name of Brendan Fraser.
Oh hell!
Is going to be
yes.
playing Robot Man in the television show Doom Patrol.
I believe it was our long old friend Colin who asked me, he's still alive, last night when this information was disclosed to us.
Yes. Yeah, Brendan Fraser is going to be playing the role of Robot Man. That's in the same universe as the Titans show, so no one knows what to expect. But we just know that Brendan Fraser, who's this sweet man, who's the star of the Mummy trilogy,
George of the Jungle and George of the Jungle 2.
Both of those movies, and also Inkheart, which I remember
I did too.
from childhood.
Vaguely.
He was the author, right? No, he was an author.
Yeah.
He wasn't the author of the people who came out of the books.
No.
That was a different guy.
Yes.
Because I remember then he's like,
It's been
hey,
a long time, but
because there is a movie. This is vague recollections of Inkheart. Like,
I hope we're just not right, like, in any stretch of the mind. Like, we're just completely off.
like Brendan Fraser makes friends with the guy who came out of a book, and then they go to that guy's like creator, the author, and the author tells the guy, "Oh, you die in my book," and he has like a full nervous breakdown.
Nice. So hey, if that is correct, leave the synopsis of the movie in the comment section. Thanks.
Please. Yeah, I don't know. I need to know.
So yeah,
do you have any hard opinions about Brendan Fraser?
No, I don't. But I know someone that would. That room's empty now. Anyway, so
yeah, you can't turn to anyone else, any specific person whose name we can't say anymore.
Even though you said it earlier. That's okay.
Did I say it earlier?
Yeah, you did.
Shit, I'll have to bleep it out. I think I'm actually gonna go and bleep it out.
Do it. So I have a question about the Doom Patrol. Did they or did they not make an appearance already in the Titans show?
They did make the appearance in the Titans show.
Is it Brendan Fraser?
It is not. It is a different guy. They just got Brendan Fraser because, why wouldn't you?
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I mean.
I don't really care. I'm probably not going to watch it regardless.
Yeah, I don't think I care either.
We'll get Brad to watch it, and Brad will give us a synopsis of the season.
Yeah.
So tune in for when he's around, I guess.
Tune in a few weeks.
Or, yeah.
Or maybe next week, or maybe in 2 weeks.
We'll
or possibly 3 or 4 weeks.
We'll get to it.
We'll have a segment.
You'll know because we'll bring him on, you'll hear his voice, and we'll tell you he's here. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all that I have for news. That's all the news that I had. So much news. But more things happened, though.
More things did happen.
Several trailers came out.
Several trailers did come out.
Let's talk about Spider-Man first. Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, okay.
What did you think of the trailer?
So, first off, let's get this out of the way. His suit, I'm super okay with.
The, red and black one?
Absolutely.
It's cool.
I think
like
it is so cool. That's
I like
a kick-ass design. It's also going to sell a lot of toys, probably. Mysterio, thank God he has his fishbowl helmet. Cause I was worried.
So scared for a second there. I thought they weren't going to give him the fishbowl.
I know we're kind of past the point where comic books are afraid, or movies are afraid to delve into their comic book character origin designs.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's not a super big worry, but I still kind of was. And I am so glad they went with the bowl.
Oh, the fishbowl.
The fishbowl is so cool. I don't care who you are, or what you say. That fishbowl is fucking cool.
And you know what? It's better as an orb. It
Honestly,
people try to redo it in different new ways, like maybe an oval or
it's like a half circle,
or it's the half circle with the frills. No,
it's gotta be
it's
the
orb. It's the orb.
The whole fucking orb.
Yeah.
It's the orb of confusion. Exactly.
Yep, that's what it is. So, Spider-Man: Far From Home. I liked the trailer.
I did too.
I think I'm okay with Aunt May knowing who Spider-Man is. It's weird, but I think I'm okay with it.
I'm not yet.
I'm not yet. Yeah, you're right.
Because what's the point of secret identities? It's almost like that's a crucial part of his character. But whatever. What do I know? Who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
That's one of my big complaints about the whole MCU is a total. But it's a later thing.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with it. I'm not totally sure yet.
Yeah.
What else was in that trailer? Mysterio.
Mysterio showed up. The random villains, the Elementals or whatever they're called, right? Is what their name is.
We think they're the Elementals. They might be just Sandman and Hydro Man and shit.
I don't want that to be the case because Hydro Man's got a weird origin comic book wise.
They did in the trailer. There's on one of the boats passing by in Venice. There's a reference to the issue where Hydro Man started.
Oh.
They might fuse the Elementals and the Hydro Man Sandman group of people.
That's weird,
and they might bring them back.
Really cool characters on their own.
Yeah.
So to have them be some kind of weird fucking entity, I guess, is kind of
some amalgam of different comic book villains.
And Hydro Man, from what I remember, and this is spawning only from the '90s cartoon show, I'm pretty sure his entire thing was trying to bang Mary Jane.
Yeah, he's pretty wet.
God damn it.
Here's the thing about the movie.
Yeah.
I think that all the problems happening, all the elementals showing up.
Yep.
I think that's Mysterio pretending to be a superhero, right?
Obviously.
I think that's what it is.
Because his whole thing is illusions. Which one, I've been waiting for this to happen since I was a wee lad. Because now is the great time for that to be in movies. Because fucking CG and shit's whack.
What
Mysterio being a major villain. Absolutely, I'm all on board for this character. Hell yeah. But yeah, I think the whole the villains, the elementals or whatever, totally not real.
Yeah. Or at least
Like, they're not really villains. They're just there to make Mysterio look like he's a good guy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think I'm right. I'm the one who said it.
That's true, but I'm also agreeing on it and building off of it.
Yes.
We're on the same page here.
We're on the same
If
page.
that wasn't clear.
I like it. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Comes out in this year.
July, I think.
2019 is the
I
answer.
don't really want to check it.
Well, you'll figure it out. The news is everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It won't be no secret for long.
No. Anyway, it's already not a secret. We just don't know because we're stupid.
Yeah. So, what other trailers came up?
They had a teaser for Endgame, and
In
they
the
had
Super
a
Bowl,
teaser
yes.
for Birds of Prey.
Those are two other things that, yes, let's touch on those real quick. Endgame?
Let's do them first. 'Cause they came out
Endgame,
sooner. Cool.
Endgame didn't really give us anything more than we already knew.
I'm okay with that.
It's fine, yeah. It gave us cool shots.
I enjoy not being ruined on how the movie will go.
Yeah, I don't care too much.
I don't either.
It has not dampened or added to my excitement for the movie.
Yeah.
It's really just kind of there.
I'll probably still go see it.
Oh, dude.
Probably.
I'm going opening
go see it.
night. Yeah.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
I'll probably drive you.
Yeah, dude. Let's go with my dad.
Okay.
Oh,
You
dude.
can come too.
Yeah, he's. My dad will come too. I'm cutting that out. I'm definitely cutting that out. Yeah. So what else? Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
It looks like fucking screen tests. Like,
Yeah,
it looks like
I
they're
think that
just
was
trying to
the
be like,
bit.
hey, we're still here. We're still doing things.
I think that was intentional.
And literally all the characters are on, like, have, like, literally 2 or 3 frames
Yes.
of, like, appearance. And it's like, okay, cool, man. I'm glad you're, like, going all in on Birds of Prey.
I don't really.
I'm glad you're super committing to this.
I mean, I passed out in Suicide Squad in theaters, which hasn't happened to me in years.
Wow.
And, like, Harley Quinn character, I don't really care for.
I've never been a big Harley Quinn person. I get the people like that character.
Yeah,
but
by all means, hey, you like what you want.
yeah, I'm also just jaded because the last time I saw that version of the character, it was in the movie 2016 Suicide Squad.
Where I fell asleep for the first time in years in the
Yeah.
theater.
I remember leaving it going, it was fine. But then I thought about it later, and I was
It was
like,
not
well,
fine.
it wasn't that good, actually. It was
Like,
actually
Margot
pretty
Robbie is a
poor.
fantastic actor, whatever. And I'm sure she'll
Well, no,
do
she's
fine.
an actress. She's
I know, but like
she's a
usually the word
lady.
actor goes for everybody, like as an encompassing word.
That's a good point.
So I wasn't quite sure.
Hmm.
Either way, whichever you prefer, Margot Robbie. I doubt that you hear this, but if you do, correct me in the comment section.
And you did a great job.
That is our third shout out to an actor today.
Yeah, we have popular followers on this
Yes,
podcast.
we do.
They're very few, but they're very famous.
Yeah, they got a lot going for them right now, unlike
Mm.
us. Anyway,
Bill Clinton, if you're out there, if you're listening,
get well. You look horrible.
really,
Oh yeah, last time I saw him was like a year ago. He looked sick as fuck.
you like know him or
Yeah, me and Bill go way back.
can you like?
I was his interior decorator when he was president.
You were definitely not alive when he was president.
You don't know that.
I do know
You
this.
have zero
You're
evidence.
a little older than me,
Yeah,
and I was not. I was barely alive during. I was 3 when he wasn't president
you're
anymore.
saying a lot of words, man. You don't know what I am.
A trailer came out today.
What? Oh yeah,
A trailer
it's Aquaman 2 already.
No.
Damn.
Before we get to this mystery trailer, it's not going to be that fun.
Aw.
I mean, it's going to be very fun, but like, it's not going to be like this big reveal. Do you want to talk about Aquaman?
Abso-fruitly. So Aquaman, fuck off.
What the?
Don't judge me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dog. It's a throwback to people who don't remember or aren't gonna listen to this. Anyway.
All right, let's
so,
go.
Aquaman's. I saw that in IMAX by accident, and I didn't want to.
Did the IMAX make it better?
I don't know. Regardless, I enjoyed the film. It was cool to look at. The story was okay. There was a lot of weird flashback moments, which was only there to like build up the later scene, which is usually how that works. Willem Dafoe and freaking Dolph Lundgren are in this movie.
You have such a lady boner for Dolph Lundgren.
I hate Dolph Lundgren. That's a lie. I like Dolph Lundgren, except
That
for
threw me off so hard.
There's
just
one.
there.
There's
Because you've been talking about him nonstop ever since the movie came out. You've been like, Dolph Lundgren is in this movie.
Because I thought he was like either dead or just non-existent, and then I saw Creed 2. I was like, holy shit, he's still around. And then fuck, he's an Aquaman. What?
Is he the Russian guy? He's the Russian guy.
He's Ivan Drago.
Yeah, sounds like a sci-fi name.
Sounds like an evil communist name. That's what he is.
I mean, I can't.
Fuck you, Ivan Drago. Good job, Dolph Lundgren. You did a good
job. Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren, if you're listening.
Yeah, by all means, if you ever hear this, I doubt that you will. You did a great job in all your movies.
Great job.
Honestly,
Congratulations.
Rocky IV is one of my favorites, maybe only beaten by Creed 2. You did a fucking phenomenal job. I would love to talk about Creed 2, but this is not a Creed 2 podcast. Back to Aquaman.
Yes.
So anyway, it was shot neat. There's a lot of dumb CGI stuff, which I expect. It's fine. It's perfect. It's underwater. It's great.
Yeah. There's
a scene where the Ocean Master rides a megalodon where he fights essentially giant crab people who are riding even bigger giant crab people. And then Aquaman talks to an evil octopus to touch a fork underwater. And then he, with that big octopus...
Like a plastic?
It's metal. It's the trident.
Oh.
So yeah, he grabs that shit real hard, and he takes it, rides the big ass octopus, and fucks up the megalodon. It's a whole thing. Spoiler alert! I should have said that Aquaman wins in the end.
The movie is ruined.
Good. My only complaint was I wish they saved Black Manta for a sequel, because he had a good beginning.
Yeah, how was Black Manta in this movie?
He looked pretty kick ass. He had some cool abilities as Black Manta's known to have. He had a really cool beginning, as he starts off before he becomes Black Manta. But then he comes back and he's just kind of there, and then he's beaten up and gone for a while. Which is kind of sad, because again, Black Manta, Connor, don't listen to this part, is cool as hell.
Does Connor not think Black Manta is the coolest DC villain?
I don't want him to hear me talk about Aquaman in a good light.
Oh, got it. Because, no, Black Panther, Black Manta is awesome.
Yes.
He is the coolest. I love his mask and everything.
I like his laser eyes.
Yeah, everything about him is
Again,
just
I
awesome.
wish they just saved that for a sequel, because that would have been cool. If he were the main villain, would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because, he was a really cool character, had a pretty neat arc. I was like, I'm ready for him to come back. But, not in this movie.
Yeah.
Right now, they have a lot. They got to stop the Ocean Master, fight megalodons, and stop crab people or what the fuck ever. He's got to prove to everybody that he's Atlantean enough to touch a fork or whatever.
I mean, yeah.
So, yeah. Aquaman, I'd get is good. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Yeah, maybe a 6. Go fuck yourself. Watch it if you want. Don't watch it if you don't want to. You don't have to. I'm not going to make you. I liked it.
Very good. I like it.
Me too.
We saw another movie.
We did.
Then a few weeks ago. Into the Spider-Verse.
That was your third viewing?
That was my third time seeing it in theaters.
And that was also my first.
Damn, man. That movie has not gotten worse with reviewing it. Man, it's so good.
It's very good.
Oh, my God. I love it.
I expected it to be good going in. And usually I don't have expectations because I don't like when they get ruined. So usually I'm like, meh, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But this movie I was like, this is going to be fucking great. I walked out. This movie was fucking great.
Yeah, it's so great.
It met everything I wanted and then some. I was like, holy shit. What the fuck? That was great. I can't say great enough times.
It's hard to critically talk about this movie because so much of it is so just well done.
My only complaint is the Kingpin was too big.
The Kingpin's size is something that I notice more and more every time I watch it. The first
thing I noticed about that.
The first time I watched it with shit.
That's 2. You fucked up again.
I'm gonna bleep it again.
Please do.
Love you. I'm gonna bleep that too.
Obviously.
When I saw it for the first time, I did not notice his size. I noticed kind of when he came out of when they're at Alchemax and he comes out of the car for the first time. I noticed how would he fit in that car?
Because they didn't show him leaving.
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
I would have loved to.
I would love to see a beat where he tries to get out of the car. He's like
his foot's just shooting out and he can't quite get out of the doorway.
Yeah, it's just his head is coming out.
Sticks of butter or whatever.
Yes, give me out. I'm trying to do my Kingpin impression.
Please don't.
Give me out.
Whatever that.
Get me out of here.
That's enough of that.
Get me out of this car.
All right. Anyway, so
on the Kingpin.
When I watched that movie the first time and last time to date, I'd like to see it again, I noticed his size immediately. I knew he was a big guy, but it happened. There was a scene where they're in the underground bunker thing, about to shoot the lasers into each other, what the fuck ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a darkly lit room, and there's two scientist people sitting down.
Scientists.
And he stands behind them. But it's really darkly lit, so all you see is this big fucking black wall with a floating head behind them. And honestly, it was a lot funnier than it had any right to be.
There are several shots in this movie where it's just like a close-up on Kingpin's face.
Yeah.
And because it's so low on his body, it just looks like a face.
Yeah, he takes
and
up
like
the entire frame.
A tux on black. It's
a
so
suit, not a
stupid
tux.
sometimes. It's a suit.
Yes.
No, I notice it more and more, but when I watched it the second time with some of my other friends, they were just giggling at how big he was.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absurd.
But like they commented afterwards, like it was kind of stupid, but he was never not threatening. He was always like a constant like threat on.
I mean, hey,
on screen.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
Oh yeah, even like right after he kills Spider-Man and like he turns around to see
Spoiler alert.
Miles. Everyone should know.
I
that
know.
coming in. Spoilers. When he sees like Miles run away, it's just him looking back and he just goes, "Go kill that guy."
Yeah,
That's so good.
that line was fucking perfect.
I love
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Go kill that guy.
Even though he easily could have done it himself if he shot Spider-Man instead.
He shot Spider-Man's dad or
Cool.
his again spoilers actually.
We warned you ahead of time. This is your fault for not still listening.
Spoilers.
So anyway, shoots the Prowler, and I feel like didn't do that and just shot Spider-Man instead. He easily could have like fucking killed another Spider-Man because they weren't like doing anything. He was just holding him out. He was like, "Oh shit, that's like my uncle or whatever." And Kingpin got him when he was distracted. He easily could have fucking just ganked Spider-Man right there.
Oh yeah.
Just saying, Kingpin, step up. If you're hearing this, I doubt you are, but if you're listening, some tips.
Big fan of Kingpin. we love you here.
Please don't kill me or my family.
Yes.
Big tips.
If you're listening.
Just some constructive criticism, if you will.
Your size worked out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the
What if he had
cartoon he quotes saying his like body mass is like 75% muscle. It's fucking insane. For a
Which
large
cartoon?
Man. The 90s one.
Oh,
Really? He's like choking out Spider. He's not choking. He's like giving him a big ass bear hug. And Spider-Man's like, "Oh fuck!" And Kingpin's like,
Kingpin is like definitely a mutant, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like,
because Spider-Man calls him fat or something, and Kingpin grabs him in a bear hug. He's like, "Actually, my body mass is like 78% muscle," and squeezes the shit out of him. I'm like, "Yo, damn! Like, you get him."
So that's a fucking lie.
What?
That isn't how muscles work, right?
You want to fucking ask him?
I guess not.
Before he fucking comes, I recommend you shut the fuck up. You don't want that big black wall punching down your street, shooting your uncle in the back.
I mean, you have a point.
I do.
But
so Wilson Fisk again.
Wilskin Fisk. Wilskin.
Constructive criticism.
Whaleskin.
Whaleskin.
Whaleskin Fisk. I mean, he's the size of a whale.
Hey.
Oh!
I don't condone this attitude, Mr. Fisk.
Fuck you, Kingpin.
Please don't kill me.
Fuck you. Mike agrees with me. Fuck you, Kingpin.
I mean, I am technically Spider-Man. But also cast
no, you're Batman.
I'm both. Different universes.
You're Batman on screen, but you're Spider-Man in real life.
Batman on screen, Spider-Man in the sheets. That's how that works, right? Right?
Batman on the streets, Spider-Man in the sheets.
That's the saying.
I don't know.
I don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about that too much.
I don't regret what I said, but I wouldn't do it again.
I'm Batman on the streets.
Is it worth repeating?
It really isn't now that I think about
it. Jesus Christ.
And so Nicolas Cage, John Mulaney, and we haven't talked about the original ones actually yet. Okay, Miles is great.
Yeah.
Peter
is
great. Peter's great.
Both of them are great.
Both Peters are great.
Kick ass.
Gwen is great.
Ghost Spider / Spider Woman.
Yes. Great.
I mean, she's good as she can be without having one key determining factor.
What's that one key determining factor?
There's a large lack of Emma Stone in there.
Oh, yes.
Just saying, that would have been a cool live-action movie.
Yeah.
Sony, don't fuck it up. You have the opportunity. I'm sure she's in the running for a second Oscar this year, I think.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh,
for
favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Which I still haven't seen yet, but I want to. Emma Stone, if you're hearing this, I doubt you are.
Big
Congratulations.
fan.
I'm
Big
real
fan.
proud of you. I'm a huge fan, actually. I asked you to prom and you didn't answer, but that's okay. That's in the past. Anyway.
Imagine if Batman on the street, Spider-Man in the sheets asked you to
We're
prom.
still on this.
I don't know if I want to let it go. I think I'm going to bring it up every so often.
That's okay. I think it's cool.
So,
I mean, hey, maybe she'll like it, you know? Maybe not, though. She's a free woman. She could do that. I don't fucking know where I'm going with this. Anyway. I'm kind of just rambling, so I don't sound like an asshole.
yeah, I kind of want to see how you tread water on this one.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna drop that thing and not pick it up and leave it at that.
The Spider people are great.
They're all fantastic.
I thought this podcast would get better with time, but it really hasn't.
Nicolas Cage has had a great year.
Nicholas, what did he do besides?
He was Superman and Teen Titans going fucking Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah.
Something he's always wanted to do was been Superman. So Nick Cage, if you're hearing this, I doubt you are. Congratulations.
Nick Cage also.
Just a whole bunch of
big
shout-outs to this episode.
This is the shout-outs episode,
We want
honestly.
sponsors is honestly the big thing. We don't want to
We want sponsors like Nicolas Cage.
Hey,
and
money is money.
And Emma Stone.
Yes, absolutely.
I think just probably speaking on your behalf, I think you would pay Emma Stone to sponsor this podcast.
I don't know how that works. She doesn't need my money, believe me.
It was a
I
great
would
movie.
ask her nicely, though, because I do like her and respect her as a person.
Yes. But Spider-Verse was a great movie.
It was a fantastic film.
And that's all I have to say about it, honestly.
I would watch
legitimately.
I'd watch
Oh,
it again.
you know what? Reacting to the end credits scene was probably my favorite theater experience in the past 10 years.
Which end
That was-
credit scene?
The second one. The one at the very end.
The song one? Or the...
Of Spider-Verse?
Yeah, where he sings a Christmas song.
That's
during the
not a
credits, yeah.
scene. The end credits scene.
Oh, fuck, yeah, where he goes to the 60s cartoon.
Where he goes to the Earth 67 or something like that. That, oh my god.
I fucking cried.
If you've seen that, end credits scene, it was the hardest I've ever seen Mike laugh. And it's the most emotional I've ever seen Mike. And Mike is not a subtle person. It was incredible watching because I knew it was coming too. So I kept looking at him. I wanted to see how he'd react to it.
I didn't expect it. I didn't know about it. And boy, howdy, was I not ready.
I was as soon as honestly, as soon as Nueva York came up, I'm like, yes, they're doing fucking 99. Yes.
Yeah, I was really excited for that. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, I love 99, and I'm glad
so
they
do
got
I.
Oscar Isaac to do it.
Yes.
I think he's my favorite actor. Just period.
I like him.
He's. I think he was great in.
I don't know him enough.
Literally,
to say he's my favorite.
He's inside Llewyn Davis. He's the new Han Solo. He's not the new Han Solo, but he's the new Poe Dameron. He's Poe Dameron. He's the new Han Solo.
equivalent of Han Solo, not the actual.
Yeah.
Because
He was. Did I say inside Llewyn Davis?
You did.
He was Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh fuck, it's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie wasn't very good though.
Yeah, but he was fine.
I'm sure. I didn't see it.
It was an okay X-Men movie, and you can take that however you'd like to take that.
I will take it to the bank, and then when they tell me to get the fuck out, I will promptly do that as well.
I want to tell you about a trailer that I saw today.
Okay.
I saw a trailer for a movie.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I figured it wasn't just a trailer outside.
It's for the 2019 version of Shaft.
Oh fuck! I saw that. Not the trailer. I
Dude.
saw the Instagram photos and shit. Dude.
I mean, that was fucking hilarious.
I love those movies.
I
and I've, all the movies like that and stuff. I love them.
I've seen clips from them, and I love those clips.
It has been so long since I've watched them, but fuck, do I love Shaft. And don't take that out of context from the movie here.
Oh, that's getting cut out, and that's my new ringtone.
I love the movie Shaft.
I love Samuel L. Jackson
I do too.
in the role of Shaft. They got all three Shafts. Well, the
Did they?
the two Shafts, and then the old Shaft.
And then the guy playing him now.
Okay, no, okay. So the bit in the movie is
Yeah.
that old Shaft,
Uh-huh.
from the 70s movie,
Yeah.
is the grandpa, and then his son is Samuel Jackson Shaft,
Yes.
and then his son is Shaft Jr.
Would it be Shaft the Third?
Well, I think the first guy's name is different. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know the Shaft canon. But
The Shaftology.
Shaftology. But like the whole thing is that like the new Shaft is like he's like a millennial, so he's like a programmer who got like a
yes, I love Watch Dogs.
who's like an IT like who's like he graduated from college.
Sounds like a
and now
fucking
he like
nerd.
and then his like friend died and now Shaft he has to get his dad to like help look into it. It's so funny.
I'll have to watch it because I saw the images. I was like, holy shit, this looks amazing. I can't wait to check that out. I didn't know the trailer came out.
The first clip from the movie is like mini Shaft knocking on the door. He's like 20. He knocks on the door and the woman opens it and she's kind of covered in glitter and he's like, hi, I'm looking for you looking for Shaft? And he's like, yes, I'm looking for Shaft. And like a gun is on the back of his head. He's like, who are you looking for? And he's like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm Shaft too. I'm your son. And he turns around and you see Samuel L. Jackson and he has glitter on his face. Jesus. It's such a stupid joke.
Jesus.
But it's so funny.
God. Oh boy.
It's great though.
I'm actually pretty excited now.
Yeah, it looks funny. I'm kind of into seeing it.
I recommend the old ones.
Do you? Yeah. We should watch Shaft.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We should experience Shaft together.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm just making clips, man. We're going to clip little bits out of this.
I understand that. So, yeah. Yep.
Was there something else we wanted to talk about?
I feel like there was, but I can't.
I do feel like there was, too. I think we just went out of order. Man, this is a shit show of a podcast,
We should
dude.
redo it now.
We should. Yeah. Dude, it would be funny if this episode ends with, yeah, hold on, let's redo it. And, like, it cuts out. Like, as if to imply that, like, this was a take that we didn't want to. We're not going to redo it.
Absolutely.
Mike, thanks for joining me tonight.
I don't have a choice, but you're welcome.
Yes.
So next week, we'll be doing something similar, but hopefully not too similar.
Yeah. I think we're just getting used to it again because we've spent so long away from it.
It's been quite a while.
It's been a while.
We also never figured out how to do it properly. This is how we've been doing it since last semester. We don't have an organized set yet.
Yeah, I think next week, because I totally forgot that I wanted to organize stuff. I think next week we're gonna have a itinerary.
Unless you like our nonsense rambles, and leave a comment section.
If you really love the format or lack thereof of this podcast, you can say something.
If you fucking hate it, tell us that too.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick, please.
Well, actually, don't say that because I know there's a lot we can improve on, and I think
constructive criticism is
I would love to compare our last podcast of this semester, like the last one we recorded for this semester, and the first one we recorded last semester.
Yes.
Because I think that'd be interesting to see how far we've come as podcasters.
Well, I mean, we haven't come very far. In fact, we fucking lost a guy.
We did. R.I.P.
God damn it! You
bleeped.
Can't keep saying
it's
that.
bleeped. We bleeped it.
I know. So, we'll hopefully have a guest on next week.
We'll have some guests on. We're gonna have some more E-board on, I think.
I want to get Colin personally at least once.
The ghost, you mean?
Yeah, the guy who only shows up at club or on the street.
We're gonna have an actual ghost on the podcast,
but not.
Stay tuned. We're gonna have a real ghost. No.
But not like the ghost of the last president. Like, he kind of shows the.
We don't, not him.
Yeah.
A real ghost.
The real CCF ghost, I call him now.
No, he's not the real CCF ghost. He's a real ghost.
Yeah.
Period.
But like predominantly in and around CCF.
Yes.
We'll get Brad back. Brad's cool.
We're gonna get a bunch of people back, I think.
Maybe we can get Slip Daddy back in here once in a while.
We don't have to.
I don't want to, but like I want to see him and Colin like go at it over something.
I want to see him meet Cullen.
They've met.
How do you know?
Because I was there when they've met. What the fuck are you talking about?
Thank you for joining us tonight on our CCF podcast.
This is our first episode of the new semester and season 2.
And I know what you're thinking. No, it won't be our last one. And the next...
Sorry.
And the next ones will be very, very good. Our next podcast will be so
great.
Good.
They're all fantastic.
They're all right. What was your favorite podcast you recorded last year?
Oh, man. So my favorite moment from the podcast last semester of season 1 had to be when our friend fucking died.
That's
during
the Titans
our
episode?
Explanation of the housing market crash.
That was the Titans episode.
It was.
I remember what we wanted to do. I wanted to do Mike Explains. Mike Answers.
Ah, shit. All right. Well,
But no, it's okay. That's okay. We don't need
We
to.
can do it next episode, next week.
I know I have such a good topic for you.
Right now?
If you want to do it, I think we're wrapping up. We just wrapped up.
We can cut it out and do it again.
No, we can't. We can't cut anything out of this.
What do you mean? I thought you were gonna.
No.
There's so much we can't keep in here.
Oh my god. You mean about that? When we talked about bleep?
Yeah, it was weird.
Or when we talked about bleep.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us on CCF. Our next podcast will be better, I promise.
I can't make promises, but I hope it is. Bye. Good night. I love you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We killed Kennedy.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, we did.